I'm Gavin Merchant, and welcome to Bobcat Update. Even before the election, students gathered in the free speech area last week to show support for a cause. Annabelle, Luciana, women's soccer and football both play Old Dominion this weekend. Volleyball takes on Arkansas State. That's it for sports this week. Right? They are so cool. Well, that's all we have for today's edition of Bobcat Update.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
For head coach G.J. Kinney, it doesn't matter where we play as long as we get a victory. This has been Gavin Merchant with Bobcat Update.
Hello and welcome to Bobcat Update. I'm Annabelle Elliott.
And I'm Kaylee Crook. Thank you for joining us. This month, Texas State University celebrates 113th homecoming. Kings and queens were crowned, alumni filled the town, and the community shined in celebration.
During Texas State homecoming, student-led groups come together and choose a representative to ride in the Soapbox Derby, earning points in the President's Cup competition.
Out here in the Hill Country, these games can get pretty wild. Reporter Gavin Merchant was there.
We're here today for the Texas State Homecoming Soapbox Derby. Behind me, we have racing contestants building their own vehicles to compete against each other. Part of the university's homecoming festivities, students in Greek life piled up on Wood Street on Thursday to watch the Soapbox Derby, where they got to see some winners and wipeouts. Other smaller spots with activities were set up near the drag track, including simulation racing games for those who'd rather go home with no bumps and bruises. This has been Gavin Merchant reporting with Bobcat Update. You can take all kinds of courses and all kinds of cool subjects here at Texas State. Languages, drone piloting, human performance. But imagine trying to make the grade on a golf course. Don't laugh. It's serious business at the McCoy College of Business. Photographer Brandon Fielden and I teed it up. Damn, I wish there was a class that would make my shot better. Lucky for you, there is a golf course class. The golf course class being offered by the McCoy School for Business is being taught by PGA golfer Lonnie Alexander. The course aims to help you improve your swing. That way you can look better in the business world.
Golf's a very hard game. It's hard to get good in a semester's time, but I can definitely get them business golf ready. So that became my goal.
According to Jaden Gonzalez, the course offers a good mix of logic and skill for the business golf world.
He goes over like a lecture and it's like 5-10 minutes before the class, and then you do like the physical part. You go out and practice, hit some golf balls, and focus on your swings. I like how whenever you go to the class, he at least wants to see you personally like once and give you personal advice on how your swing is looking and how you're looking overall.
It scrolled past it.
I like how he tries to give you that connection.
Okay. For business students stuck in McCoy this spring who want a little more vitamin D in their lives, Lonnie Alexander and his business golf course are waiting at Bobcat Golf Range. Like we mentioned, Bobcat football won again last weekend, and Saturday's volleyball game against South Alabama was a tough one. The Bobcats battled against the Jaguars. Texas State Athletics had a tough competition this past week as two teams in San Marcos showed their colors. We'll start with the Texas State football team, who took on Arkansas State Red Wolves and in dominating fashion outscored the Red Wolves with a final score of 41-9 as Jordan McLeod led the team with 4 touchdown passes. The Bobcats moved to 4-2 overall and 2-0 in the Sun Belt Conference as they look towards their next matchup on the road against the Old Dominion Monarchs. Moving on to the Texas State women's soccer team, they took on the ULM Warhawks this past Sunday and pulled out a very tight victory, with the Bobcats coming away with a 3-2 win in Sunday's matchup. Next up, the Bobcats travel to Old Dominion for a match on Friday at 6 p.m. Turning to volleyball, the Bobcats face the South Alabama Jaguars in their second Sun Belt Conference series. The Bobcats won only 2 sets out of the 8 played throughout the weekend. The Bobcats return home to Strahan Arena as they take on the Arkansas State Red Wolves in another Sun Belt Conference clash this weekend. Texas State Bobcats won their last game, beating South Alabama Jaguars 45-38. It was a close game in the first half with Alabama leading 28-21, but Texas State rallied and scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. Bobcat Manny Nunnery secured the win with a pick six in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars scored a field goal in the fourth quarter, but it was not enough to overtake the Bobcats. The Bobcats potentially could be going to a bunch of bowl games. You have the First Responders Bowl, the Salute to Veterans Bowl, the Cure Bowl, and even the Scooters Coffee Bowl. That's it for sports.